What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great start to the week so far. And welcome to this video, where I just wanted to do a bit of a, trading education video / crypto education. It's general knowledge, but it's the kind of knowledge that, if you're getting into crypto trading, can be pretty hard to understand. So that's why I wanted to make a video where I'll mainly explain how to trade futures in crypto, perpetual futures, which are basically the same as futures in crypto. How to trade them on BingX. I'll also do a bit of a review on BingX. Right now, I have a partnership with them. It's one of the best exchanges for trading crypto futures. So if you want to sign up, there are a lot of great bonuses available right now. You'll find the links to sign up down in the description. But actually, the next 10 people who sign up will get $50. The first 10 people to sign up get a $50 bonus because of my partnership with them. So check that out if you're interested. But what we're going to do is a full tutorial on how to trade perpetual futures. And in the meantime, I'll also tell you a bit about BingX. So right now, like I mentioned, if you sign up, you get a $50 bonus. They also have an amazing campaign going on right now, which actually lets you do a draw, as you can see, with every 3,000 USDT in trading volume. So $3,000 might sound like a lot, but with futures, the margin actually counts toward that, which we'll get into later, but you can actually reach this pretty easily. And then you can actually do a draw, and if you have 15 of those draws, you can enter for a chance to win an iPhone 15 Pro. Obviously, you probably won't win, but the odds of winning are actually pretty good. And besides that, there are some other great bonuses in USDT that you can win, and so on. So there are definitely a lot of incentives right now to sign up with Bing. I would definitely recommend that you sign up with them and give them a try. I'm very selective about my partnerships, and I know that BingX is a great exchange. So, consider using them, okay? The links will be down in the description. Now, let's move on to a little tutorial. So, on BingX, you can use spot markets. That's where you actually just buy the cryptocurrency, because futures are something different. But that's very easy to use. Buying spot on BingX is honestly one of the easiest processes out there. You basically just search for the crypto you want to buy. Let's say you want to buy some Ethereum, and you click on ETH against USDT. You need to have USDT, but then you just click on spot right here. And under the spot tab, you can either buy at market, which lets you purchase at the current market price, or with a limit order, which lets you set the price you want to buy at and how much USDT you want to spend. And that's it. You do it either with a limit or market order, and then you've bought using spot. Now, as I mentioned, you'll find futures here at the top under derivatives, and then perpetual futures, which basically includes both standard futures and perpetual futures. The difference between them is that standard futures have an expiration date, so you can't hold them forever. Perpetual futures, on the other hand, you can hold indefinitely forever. So, the way perpetual futures differ from spot is that with spot, you're actually buying the crypto itself. And with derivatives, with perpetual futures, you're buying a contract that lets you buy crypto at a certain price. It doesn't matter that much, but basically, what you can do with futures is you can go long, which basically means you're buying or betting that the price will go up, or you can go short, which means you're betting that the price will go down. And technically, a long means you can buy at the price where you enter, so if the price goes up, then you make a profit because you bought lower. And a short is actually a contract that lets you sell at a certain price. So if the price drops lower, you can sell at a higher price, which means you make a profit. That's how it works. But now, in theory, this is the dashboard you see when you open perpetual futures on BingX, all right? There are a lot of numbers, a lot of things you need to look at. But actually, most of these things you don't need to pay attention to. I would say the order book right here. Just close it. You don't need to look at it for now. All these numbers up here aren't that important. The most important thing for now is the crypto you want to trade. Alright, so, for example, you can check that out here at the top left. Let's say we want to trade Bitcoin, then this dashboard right here is the most important one. Alright? First of all, you can click on margin because what you do with futures, and the reason a lot of people trade these futures, is that you can actually trade with leverage. So, for example, you have leverage of 1 to 10, or 10x, or 20x, or 25x. Basically, what that means, for example, with 10x leverage, is that if you have $100, it lets you trade with $1,000, which obviously allows you to earn more. If you put in $1,000 and the price goes up by 1%, you earn more than if you had only put in $100. But if the price goes down, you also lose more. So basically, leverage lets you trade with more money, which increases your potential rewards, but also your risk. Alright? So that's what you see up here. You have cross margin and isolated margin. I would recommend using cross margin, but I'd also suggest you look up Selinux Crypto Risk Management because cross margin is only good if your risk management is solid. So normally, what I would say is that you should risk only 1 to 2% of your total trading capital on each trade, and you can do that very easily with BingX. Alright, so here you can see cross margin, and then to the right of that, you see the leverage. Personally, I would recommend staying between 10x and 20x leverage. So right here, you can set it to whatever you want, but honestly, you don't need that much. And once you have that set up, you'll see that there are two main ways to place perpetual futures orders on BingX. You can also do it with a trigger order, but we'll focus on limit and market orders. It's the same as with spot trading. With a market order, you buy at the current market price. With a limit order, you can specify the price at which you want to buy. I would strongly recommend using limit orders. Alright? Unless the market is moving really fast and you just want to get in immediately, then you can use a market order. A market order is basically a limit order set at the current market price. But let's stick with and focus on limit orders. So, what you want to do next, as you can see right here, is set the order price. You don't need to decide yet whether you want to go long or short, but you do set the order price. So, let's say Bitcoin is currently at 27,350. For example, let's say I think, just as an example, I don't actually believe this, but I think it's going to go up to 27,500. And at that point, I want to go short. What you would do then is change the limit price, the order price, to 27,500. So, that's the TR of the limit. Alright? So, that's where you want to, enter. And then you can just use this button right here to choose how much you want to put in USDT. Then you click that. So, let's say 100 here. You enter 100, and then you can open the short position. That's putting it very simply, because usually what you should also do is set a take profit and a stop loss. A stop loss is basically a level where, for example, you set it at 27,700, so if the price reaches that point, the trade will close automatically. And also a take profit, to make sure that if the price drops down from our short order, it will automatically take profit as well. And that's where risk management comes in as well, because if you press this button right here, you can set the TP and SL, take profit and stop loss, for either a short or a long trade. We want to short, so we click that, and then you can actually set the SL price, for example, at 28,000. And then you can also see how much you would lose. Alright, so there, you have to make sure that's not more than 1 or 2% of your capital. And once you've done that, also set a take profit, for example, at 26,000. Then you can press open short, and you are done. And it works the same way for a long order, just the other way around. So, that's how you use perpetual futures on BingX. If you have any questions, let me know. Besides that, on BingX, I just wanted to show you, they also have wealth, which actually lets you put your crypto here, so Bitcoin, USDC, or USDT, and earn a return on it per year, a decent return. Not too high, but it's very stable and low risk. And besides that, like I said, the links to sign up with BingX will be down in the description. If you actually go to your profile right here, and then go to my vouchers, you can see all of your bonuses, right here. Or TH, those are your vouchers, but you can actually, see the bonuses right here as well. Just check out your account. Just go to new user rewards, I meant to say, up here at the top, and there you can actually get more rewards just by trading. So, like I said, the links to sign up will be down in the description. But for now, if you have any questions, let me know. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.